Hello, this is Tony. This is my week 4 speech critiquing myself and 2 other classmates on their week 3 speeches. I'll do myself first, and then the Lincoln speech by David Barney and the Dr. Angelou speech by Stormy Swain. About myself, I'm not exactly 100% enthused by this class. It's a bit monotone. I guess the subject matter, it's something I'm vaguely familiar with. I think my professional speeches that I do in front of doctors and other hospital staff audiences are slightly better. They're short, and it's something I'm very familiar with, and I'm pretty much shooting from the hip. I memorize a few technical specs when I do it. But I already know very well the subject matter, and I'm more than willing and able to answer their questions at the end of each speech. I don't get a lot of questions, but I do get a few. As far as David and his Lincoln speech goes, the intro is pretty good. He seems fairly well enthused about it. During the speech itself, he reads quite a bit. That's pretty obvious from the movement of his eyes. I think he probably spends a little more time reading than looking at the audience. I can't really fault him for that because of the presentations required. I mean, it would take a while to get completely familiar with these speeches and be able to run them off like you're actually speaking. He has pretty good tone and inflection through his introduction and through the speech. During the introduction portion, he has really good eye contact and seems to actually be somewhat enthused about giving the speech. For Stormy's speech on Dr. Angelou, interesting subject matter, and not only because it seems to strike home for her, but given the age of this information, how well it actually strikes home in today's society, even though Dr. Angelou's been gone for 40 or so years. It may be more relevant today. Her introduction was good, and the actual speech was quite good. You could tell she's reading a bit, but it's a good presentation, and I think due to the fact that she seems to identify fairly well with the speaker and some of these situations, that it makes her more enthused and more believable when she's throwing out the speech here.